Hello and welcome to our training today. This is a professional development training, June 2020. We are discussing the use of Zoom application. My name is Aaliyah Bryant-Brockenberry. Thank you for joining me. And the name of this training is called Come On, Let's Zoom. The learning objectives for this training are: after this lecture, participants will know how to access the Zoom application. Participants will understand the benefits and risks of using the Zoom application. Participants will be aware of how to secure meetings and generate access meeting codes. Security is extremely important when using these types of applications, so we are definitely going to discuss security measures. So the first step is how to initiate the use of Zoom for conferencing. Currently, we're using WebEx, which is another application. We've been using that for all of our conferences and connections with students and their families. Starting July 1st, we now are going to use Zoom for all our communications with families. The first step are to learn how to use Zoom for video conferencing. There are always, with any application, benefits and risks. For this, I'm going to list the benefits first for the use of Zoom. These are some of the top reasons why people use Zoom. Other districts are also using Zoom. Zoom is easy to set up, use, and manage. It's very user-friendly. It should be accessible from a smartphone, a laptop, or a desktop, which makes it a useful tool because you can access it from pretty much anywhere. Due to the need for limited social interactions with our current pandemic, we are able to connect with our students on a daily basis through Zoom meetings. We're able to observe our students as they work, allow students to interact with each other through Zoom meetings. Some are weekly, some could be daily, depending on the family's availability. The free version of Zoom app enables users to add up to 100 participants in a call. We usually don't have that many participants on one call within our district, but it is an option. Users can also enjoy unlimited one-to-one meetings and 40-minute limits for group meetings. Now, of course, there's concerns with the use of Zoom. User emails and photos have been leaked in the past. Zoom is currently initiating stronger security measures due to security issue complaints. Recently, there has been new terms that have emerged called Zoom raiding or Zoom bombing, where individuals can access meetings that they are not invited to. This has been a new type of way to harass people that are within the meetings or display inappropriate content. It'll suddenly just flash on the screen and disrupt the Zoom call. Zoom meetings aren't end-to-end encrypted, and video calls can be decrypted by a third party. It's very important to secure your meeting, which we're going to discuss later in this presentation. There are many districts that do use Zoom. There have been a few that were concerned with the security and decided to stop using Zoom. New York Public Schools was one. Recently, they did reinstate the use of Zoom, but for a little while, they did stop using it. Okay, so there's steps that you can take to secure your meetings. The first step is each meeting will have its own meeting code. Don't use personal meeting IDs for public meetings. By doing that, they can be accessible to other individuals. Require a password on meetings for members to join. If you have parents joining, you have other colleagues joining, they should always have a password. Only allow registered or domain verified users. Registered users should already have their emails verified by Zoom, and their information will display when they attempt to enter the meeting. Lock your meeting once all users have entered. So if you're having a meeting with a colleague or a family, once all those members are in, you have the option to lock the meeting and no one else can enter. Stay in control of who's sharing your screen. Once we're in the application itself, you'll see down on the bottom of the screen the option to share the screen. As a facilitator, you're in control of who can share their information on the screen. It is very important that you know exactly who you're giving your control over to share on the screen. Okay, so how to start your meeting using Zoom. The first step is to follow the link that is listed above. Click on sign in if you already have a Zoom account. If you don't already have a Zoom account, you're going to click sign up free, enter your email, set up a password, and you should now have an access where you can just click sign in. So now that you have your access, you're going to sign in with your email and password that you have created. If you use a Google account or a Facebook account, you're going to sign in. For those that have not had the Zoom application downloaded already, you can go ahead and download it. Then you click the host a meeting link. The Zoom application will open. You may need to sign in. If not, you just go ahead and start your meeting. So once you're logged in with your email, click the downward arrow and select Start the Video. Once the video started, you then click New Meeting to start an instant meeting. Each meeting will have its own meeting ID number. This is very important to only give individuals that you have invited to the meeting this meeting ID number so that they can easily access the meeting at the given time. So if you are not the facilitator, you are a participant and you need to join a Zoom meeting. You're going to sign into Zoom. You're going to click Join. You're going to enter that meeting ID number that you've been given, and it's going to display your name as you've typed it in. Select if you would like to connect and how you want to connect, either your audio, your video, or both, and then you click Join. So where do you go if you need help? I'm always available to help if you are in need of assistance. Feel free to email me at my personal email for the district you all have. You can also contact me at 860-111-1111. Our technical support department is open 24/7 and can be reached at area code 860-444-3322. And I'm going to tell you happy Zooming ahead of time. However, we do have some questions that we're going to discuss. These are some questions that were asked before this training, and I just wanted to address them now. Okay, so why are we no longer using WebEx? WebEx was causing some connection issues for some of our families. We had a few family members that expressed the need for a better connection. They were logging in and the meeting would freeze, and it was really hard to get some of the parents access. So we decided to change over to Zoom, which is an easier format for parents to follow. Another question was, can we use Zoom for IEP meetings? And the answer is yes, as long as the meeting is properly secured and the meeting is locked and you have consent from the parents and all participants. How do we address parents that do not have internet access? For parents that don't have internet access, there is a phone number that is given for Zoom meetings. They can actually dial in from a phone at home or a cell phone, and they can access the meeting without the need for internet. Can we use Zoom with families during student observations? That is a wonderful capability. Yes, we can. I have had a few conversations with family members that wanted input from teachers as they worked with their children, and we could give suggestions throughout the observations. So, yes, that is an option. So, the final question is, what happens if family refuses to use Zoom due to security measures? I actually feel like that's their right if they say that no, they don't want to use Zoom. We can come up with other methods to observe, but if they don't want to, it's really up to them. And these are references, always, that you can do some further research into the Zoom capabilities, districts that use it, different reasons why, different reasons too. And there's also a support link here that you can access just in case you want to do further research. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day.